Well, like what I mean is like I have to go out there with this intention, right? Because if I go out there, first of all, like going out into the woods alone is dangerous. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
It can be, yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
like it's not something that just anybody should do. Like, there was one time that I went out there where I got kind of lost, and for a second I'm like freaking out, and so it really made me think about like the fact that like this is kind of a dangerous thing, and this is how people get lost. You got to be smart about it. And generally, I'm pretty smart about it. But I think moreover, like what I mean is like I go out there with the intention of disconnecting and meditating and trying to become grounded again in like nature and the universe and the wonderment of life, as opposed to like, no, I'm just going to go camping by myself for a minute. Because if I go camping by myself for a minute, something can really fuck it up. There's people too close to me. Like there's, noises happening all, like I can hear four-wheelers going the whole time. Like I can really get hung up on the idea that, it needs to be a specific thing. Whereas if I'm going out there to meditate, like generally I'm just going to roll with the punches a little bit, and just kind of decide that, hey, this must be what it's supposed to be this time.
Yeah. And for me on that same vein, if I don't go out there intentionally knowing that that's what I'm trying to achieve, the addict in my head gets really, really loud, like we were talking about before. And if I go out there with the full intention of disconnecting, then when it says, look at your phone, I can say, fuck you.
Right.
When it says turn around, I can say, fuck you. When it says, buy a bunch of candy before you get up there, I can say, fuck you. Because those things are inevitably going to pop up for me. But when I do go out there and I'm set on that on that experience with that, knowing that I'm going to be alone, knowing that the addict's going to be there, knowing that the spirit of the universe is going to be there, knowing that those things are going to be in conflict with each other, and that I get to be an observer of it and a participant in it. And I
you nailed that word.
I get to like play around with both sides of it, and that ultimately I know that I'm grounded in sobriety, that I've built a solid foundation of sobriety, that staying sober is the most important part of my life, that I'm going up there to continue the growth of my sobriety and my spirituality and be a better person when I come off of that alone time, whether it's in a mountain or wherever, then I'm able to shut that shit down. And eventually I get into that space where I'm flowing in they call it flow state, right? I'm in flow state. So I'm no longer hungry. I'm no longer afraid. I'm really open to suggestion from the universe. I'm really open to guidance from my inner self. I'm really listening to, suggestions of where I need growth that are coming from inside of me that I would normally not even try to listen to down here because I'm too busy with all the other
too busy.
shit.
Yeah.
And so I really like what you said about that, going up there with intention, because intention is so important. And I think it's important to just pay attention to what it is we're fucking trying to do.
Right.